An interesting day of trade, and you have HDFC, which will be off the bourses from tomorrow now. In fact, the market snapped a 2 day gaining streak, and it was mainly the HDFC twins as well as Infosys which pulled markets lower in today's session. Nifty ended below the crucial level of 19,400. The next support level is something we need to wait and watch. IT and metals were under pressure in today's session. However, you did have the mid-cap 100 index, which actually hit a record high. If you talk about the breadth, pretty much in favor of the bears, but the last 15 minutes of trade is where we actually saw that major selling pressure that did come in. Throughout the day, we were trading in a narrow range of almost 100 points in terms of Nifty 50. ONGC, Aisha Motors, Nestle, Kotak Mahindra Bank, as well as Sun Pharma, these were the top gainers in trade today. Whereas on the losing end, you had names like Adani Enterprises, Infosys, Ultratech Cement, BPCL, as well as Tata Motors. Let's quickly look at the newsmakers. On the 28% GST blow, you had online gaming players, Nazara Technologies and Delta Corp, which saw a major cut. Delta Corp was one of the biggest ones, over 20% kind of cuts. Marksans Pharma and Lupin surged in trade today, and this was on receiving US FDA drug approval for Marksans as well as a US FDA certification for one of its plants for Lupin. LG Equipments saw strong moves in today's session on the back of an order win. Bharti also acquired stake in a software networking company on the back of which we did some smart moves. BSE actually hit a 13-month high. Reliance, a fresh 52-week high, as well as Mascon Dog. And if you talk about Premier Explosives and Zen Technologies from the defense pack, that saw smart moves. So a lot of movers and shakers in trade today, a lot of stock-specific action, but the last hour trade, the last 15 minutes of trade is where we saw the selling pressure that did come in.